Welcome to the Weeb Lounge. This is our review of Jeanne, Jeanne Ruler class for Fate Grand Order. Now, Ruler Jeanne has been with us since day one. She is a clutch character. She is a go-to character. She is a perfect support character. And we are going to go to skill number one. Skill number one, and I like her skills because they're pretty simple. Skill number one, crit stars each turn for 3 turns, 9 max. I always love the crits over time. Always come in handy. Combine that with CE's other abilities. Crit, 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 crit. It's a good skill. 2, enemy servant NP down 30%. That's NP damage, and notice I said servant. It has to be a servant class enemy. Can't be some random whatever about ready to do whatever it is that they're doing. It has to be a servant. In our experience, this skill has shown little to no use, so yeah. Third is very simply a 120% chance to stun an enemy. This skill is actually pretty useful, and because her skills kind of come back a little quick, that comes in handy, especially when you're trying to do challenge fights or boss fights or whatever the case may be. But it's really important to get that skill maxed out because it says 120% for a reason. A lot of the enemies that you fight have some kind of built-in resistance, so even at level 10, there's still the chance for resist. Her Noble Phantasm, this is where she shines. Noble Phantasm is a party-wide 1-turn invulnerability, defense up, but unfortunately she stuns herself for the next turn. Unless, and it's very important if you have this character, you upgrade her Noble Phantasm. If you upgrade the Noble Phantasm, it will instead not stun her and will then do a cleanse on your entire party. Remove all debuffs. Incredibly useful Noble Phantasm, and along with the overcharge effect, which is a 2-tick heal, 2 turns, 2 ticks. It's almost like another Merlin, but depending on the situation, could even be better. Not much to show in the video now, but let's take a look.
A Ruler Jeanne, she's not going to be doing much damage. You don't bring her into a party to damage. That's not what she's there for. She is absolute pure support, and she's one of the best support characters that you could possibly have. Arts generation, she does have the rare chance of getting an arts chain, so she can do a brave chain, self, all arts, generates a good amount of arts NP. But the problem is getting that doesn't happen very often, like at all. But what will happen somewhat often is at least 2 of the arts cards popping up. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do a normal arts chain, but just 2 of Jeanne, 1 of waivers. See what she can generate. 30% and 50% chance. She's in the 2nd, 3rd slots. 53, 1 of them crit. She can generate her arts pretty quick. I wouldn't say she's like one of the best at it. It's only 2 hits per arts or whatever, and if she crits, it's pretty decent. So I would say it's above average to good, right around in there for her own arts generation. When you combine it with the chain and everything else, even better. But here's where she shines. It's all about her Noble Phantasm. There's something that I would do all the time with this character, and I should probably go into it more in just a bit, but her Noble Phantasm is all about survivability. And the ability for her to generate her arts, her Noble Phantasm, that much quicker to keep doing it when needed. I'll go into more detail. But let's just show it, just to show it. Now what it does is it gives you a full turn immunity, invincibility. It gives a dot heal that goes over 2 turns. And also increases your defense for a few turns. And if you upgrade her, which is really important to do, you get a little bit of an extra bonus there. But that's her Noble Phantasm. She's there to protect you. She's not there for offense. Remember that. She's there to protect you.
Now, generating arts for Jeanne, it's not going to be a big issue. She can do it, get it over time. It's fine. She'll be fine. Her Noble Phantasm is where it shines. Big boss fights, challenge quests. When you need that extra protection, you need some of that heal, Ruler Jeanne is one of those go-tos. In our general history using this character, a lot of big challenge quest boss fights, you can slow roll. And by slow roll, I mean you take Merlin, you take Ruler Jeanne, and you take a damage character, a character that's focused on doing as much damage as possible to whatever fight that you're doing. And a lot of the times I found that by doing that, yeah, you kind of slow roll the fight. You take a really overly cautious approach to it, but it's doable without having to spend more AP or failing all the time. It takes longer, but Merlin with his Noble Phantasm, the heal, the crit over time, the NP gauge, Jeanne's invulnerability, Merlin's invulnerability skill, you keep swapping those two. You end up creating a party that over time can do enough damage to complete a challenge quest and offer a ton of protection. So I guess with that, is this character one that you want to go for? Yeah. Dirt. Okay. Normally I'm not going to derp out on a decision like that, but yeah, Ruler Jeanne is one of those characters you absolutely want. Now, do you go for her in the regular gacha? My personal rule, never roll on the normal gacha. You wait for a banner. You only spend your quartz on banners. And Jeanne, I think she's a little overdue for one at the time of this video or whatever, but she's going to pop up. But here's the thing. Over our course of playing Fate Grand Order, we have gotten 12 copies of Ruler Jeanne. Yes, we burned 7 of them. We got her to NP 5. And here's the thing. You only need one. You only need one. The primary thing with the Noble Phantasm is the invulnerability. That's the most important thing. You don't need more copies. If you get more copies, it's up to chance. One's all you need. Awesome support character. You only need one copy. You can put her in whatever group that you want to put her in, really. She's a ruler, half damage for most other classes. Ruler Jeanne's a no-brainer. And with that, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, streaming over on twitch.tv/the Weeb Lounge. Hopefully we'll see you there and in the next video.